Goodpasture's on Goodlettsville kicker now.
Smaller's been in it for 26 years. If he calls timeout, he's got a reason for doing it.
And look at him. They're going to, offense is going to
go
I
for
don't
two.
blame him, Tommy.
Now, wait a minute. What do you mean you don't blame him? A minute ago, I said I'd go for two, and you said that you couldn't do that because you get fired. What do you mean you can't blame him? Make up your mind. I told you what he's going to do.
Now, what's he going to do?
He's going to go for two, and
How?
he's going to throw a little. He's going to send Patton out on an option to the right where he can run or throw, and he's going to hit Mr. Griffin, or he's going to run it in.
Here we go. Quarterback Kerry Patton. There's the snap. Handoff to Allison, and he stopped. That's Goodpasture has won.
Ball game.
Goodpasture has won the football game as Allison is stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kevin, did you like that play?
I told you I'd go for an extra point.
And we'll see it again. Kerry Patton. There's the snap. The handoff to Allison, and he stopped at the 2. Allison went in there so hard that I believe he knocked himself out, but for somebody on for Goodpasture rather. But the ball game is over. Goodpasture has won it. Let's quickly take a look at the final statistics. First downs, Goodlettsville had 14, Goodpasture with 7. Rushing yardage, 154 for Goodlettsville, 121 for Goodpasture. Passing, 9 of 17 for 175 yards for Goodlettsville, 7 of 12 for 143 yards. Goodpasture, total yards. Look how close of a ball game we had. 229 for the Trojans, 234 for the Goodpasture Cougars. 6 turnovers for Goodlettsville, 3 for Goodpasture. In the punting department, Goodlettsville only had to punt it away 1 time. Goodpasture had to punt it 6 times, and penalties not a big factor. 5 times for 25 yards for Goodpasture, and 1 time for 5 yards for Goodlettsville. The final score: Goodpasture 21 and Goodlettsville 20. A tremendous, thrilling victory for Goodpasture as they now qualify for a bowl with 7 victories. And Goodlettsville's going to have to wait to next week when they play White House to try to get number 7.
Right, and that's a big rivalry in a district game, but they'll be favored to win that game. And of course, I don't think anybody can say they didn't get their money's worth tonight, because this was a super ball game. Goodlettsville came back, tied the game, then come back again and tied it in overtime and decided to get it over with, I guess, and went for the 2-point conversion, failed and lost by 1 point. 2 good ball clubs. Goodpasture's qualified for a bowl game, and they've missed their district playoffs, but I think this was a big win for them and the school, because Goodlettsville's AA and Goodpasture single A, and it's a neighborhood rivalry, and I'm sure Goodpasture wanted to prove that they could play with AA, because Goodpasture is one of the top AA teams in Middle Tennessee. They're second in their district behind Portland, and they've beaten Hartsville and Lafayette and those teams, and had a real fine year. And so I'm sure it was a super win for Goodpasture and got them a little momentum. And I think Kevin's down on the field with Coach Smallin.
And he is. So let's go down on the field with Kevin Temple and Coach Ernest Smallin. Kevin?
Okay, Jay, I'm going to talk to Coach Smallin first from Goodlettsville, a tremendous coach with a lot of character. You know, Coach Smallin, your team made several mistakes in the first half. You had about 6 opportunities within the 20-yard line to score and make some mistakes. How do you feel about that?
Well, we made mistakes, and if it was due to hard licks by the Goodpasture Ball Club. They've got a great coaching staff and a great team. They just out-coached me tonight, I'll say that much. Our kids gave a tremendous effort coming back as we did the second half, and I'm proud of them.
Well, Coach Smallin, I heard before the game that you've won 97 games in your career, which just proves what a tremendous coach you are, and the community here in Goodlettsville loves you, and I've always heard a lot of things good about you. I want to wish you good luck next week against White House, and you've got a young team, so I know that you're looking forward to another good season next year.
Fine. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Coach. Jay, we're waiting now for Coach Wilson of Goodpasture. Here he comes. Coach Wilson and I used to be assistant coaches together. We go back about 8 years together, teach Sunday school class, and has been a close friend. And Jim, first year as head coach, you had some disappointments this year, but of course coming to your neighborhood town rival in Goodlettsville, had a good game plan, had a good effort by your boys. I know you're pleased. Where was the turning point of the game for you, Coach?
We stopped them on the extra point, Kevin.
That's exactly right. I tell you, your boys had a lot of character tonight. They played a fine team. That gives win number 7 for you. Can you tell us what you have in store for the rest of the season?
Kevin, I think tomorrow, unless something changes, we'll sign to go to the Industrial Bowl in Lafayette. And it's a bowl where we'll probably be playing another tough AA football team. And we wanted to play the best we could. We're disappointed that maybe we didn't get to the playoffs, but we're real proud of our boys tonight and the effort they gave. And I can't say enough about our defense. I'm just super pleased with them. Ted Bloodworth did a super job getting them ready, and we're just happy. We're excited. We beat a good football team.
Yeah, you did, Jim. You really beat a good team, and I know the coaching staff did a good job, and you've got great years ahead of you and a great future, and I want to congratulate you.
Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate the opportunity to play on TV.
Okay, Jim. Have a nice evening.
Thank you very much,
all right,
Kevin
Jay.
Temple. The final score, once again, Goodpasture 21 and Goodlettsville 20, and overtime, a thrilling victory. Don't forget, next week, Bellevue versus Brentwood Academy. Thanking both of these fine schools and all our fine folks at WDCN. I'm Jay Colley for Tommy Squires and Kevin Temple. Good night, everybody.